You're listening to Our Daily Show with CJ Nasello on RiverBender.com.
Nothing yet. Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. It's something that you're never gonna forget. Baby, you just ain't nothing yet. Nothing yet. You ain't been around.
Welcome back. Daily Show hitting you in the nose. And Mary is in studio, not Flora and Sheila. They gave me a very nice gift. That was nice of them.
That is nice of them.
How are you doing, Mary?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
So how is the library doing?
We're doing great. This is a perfect time to come on. I will segue into this. It's a perfect time to come on because our next newsletter just came out. Everybody should have just.
I just
gotten
had Ed
the mail.
Wheatley on the show.
So, okay, did you?
Yes, he hinted that he'll be coming to the library soon.
Well, not this spring, but
Not
we
this
hope to
spring.
have him back
In the
later
fall,
this year
yeah.
because he
New book.
and his programs are great because they're just something different. You know, we don't have a lot of sports focused programming, and when we started having Ed come in, we realized there's definitely people that are interested in it. So it's something that we're hoping to continue. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So yeah, no, we've got our next newsletter coming up, and it covers April, May, and June. So this is the big one. So this has all the kids' information about summer reading program.
Oh, wow.
And some new programming that we're doing. Like I said, every time we put out a newsletter, we try to do something different. So we've got all kinds of things coming up. We've got, wherever you want to start.
Let's do this. Okay. April's Fine Amnesty Program.
Yes. Yeah. So
you know what I figured out?
What's that?
There's a pun in this. Because April's got a fine amnesty program.
It does. It does have a fine.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
Thank you.
It does have a fine amnesty program. So this is something we do 4 times a year. And so in April, every quarter we try to have a fine amnesty program. And so this one is for the 5 A's. So during the month of April, if you have overdue Hayner Library materials, and even if they're overdue by 1 day, or it's so overdue that you've been billed for the item, you can return those items with an item of pet food or a pet care product, and then we waive your fine, and then we donate that product to the 5 A's.
That's so cool.
It benefits the library because we get our materials back, and then other patrons can check those things out, and then it also benefits the 5 A's.
Well, and they need it right now because spring's coming, and that's kind of, I hate to say it, but you get a lot of kittens.
Lots of kittens and puppies and things that they may not have been expecting. So so it kind of helps them out in the spring. So
100%.
So we've got that going on.
So with that being said too, what's the first big one?
So the big thing is a couple people have stopped me now that they've gotten their newsletters and asked me about these little free art libraries that we're doing. So so we've partnered with Jacoby Arts Center and Lewis and Clark Community College's Youth Build program. And so I don't know if people are familiar with those little free libraries that are around town where people have them in their yard. I've got one in my yard, and you can take books and leave books for your neighbors and people in your community. So we partnered with Jacoby to do the same thing for art libraries. So we don't have the locations picked out just yet. We're finalizing all the details of where they'll be, but you can look around the community where Youth Build built them for us.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it was really neat. And then Jacoby Art Center is going to keep them stocked with art supplies, and then people can donate art supplies in these little free libraries. And then we do what we call weeding. So we have to take books out of the collection to make room for new materials because we can't keep everything. I mean, we would run out of space. So we're going to take our art books that we've weeded out, making room for new art books. Our old art books are going to go into these little free libraries so that people can have art books as well. So it's just kind of a new community idea. Yeah, so we can get involved with Jacoby and partner up for that.
Jacoby being literally now just a block away.
Yeah,
it should be more.
Yeah.
And it's really exciting to see that. Do you know when they're open? Is it April?
I think it's April, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So I've been meaning to walk down and see how it's going with them, but I haven't wanted to bother them because I know they're busy.
That was an overhaul. So what is the stuffed animal workshop?
Okay, so the stuffed animal workshop, we have the kids can come for that, and I think
Sorry, I was just staring at your calendar.
No, that's
this
okay.
Is pretty cool.
So we've got the stuffed animal workshop is for kids, and you can come in. Yeah, I know. Sorry, CJ,
I was ready.
Can't do that. So, but kids come in. They make their own stuffed animal basically, and we have a summer story time that goes along with it, and you can put together a little stuffed animal, put a little heart inside of it, and I think we just had that one. So.
Oh, I'm on the wrong month.
Yeah, you're on the wrong month. I was like, wait, that one's already over with.
God,
so.
it has been a Monday.
That's okay.
I am letting you down. I am letting you down.
That's okay.
This is not good.
But we do that annually. So if it sounded good to you, check back next year and you can do it. You can do it again.
Thank you for that rope, Mary. I really very
you're
much
welcome.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. So.
Oh, yeah. April 2nd. With that being said, let's get to the right month.
Yes.
So, the big thing that's coming down the pipe, this looks fun on Wednesday, April the 2nd, Granny Square Chickens.
Okay, so this is going to be fun. So we are partnering up with the Yarn Bombers. And the Yarn Bombers, for people who don't know, are a group in town. They do all kinds of arts and
they do
yarn
some
crafts.
fun. Yeah, it's cool as hell.
It's really fun. And so they came in December and decorated. They crocheted and made some and knitted some decorations for us for the winter. We had those up in December. They've been coming to the library and they're bringing their supplies. So you don't even have to bring your own supplies. You just show up and they're making something called Granny Square Chickens. And so if you go on our website, you can see a little picture of them, of the little Granny Square Chickens. But they'll show you how to make them. They provide the materials. And so it's a really great way for you to just come out, meet some people, and sit and work on this project, these little Granny Square Chickens. They're really cute. So that's going to be yeah. So there it is. There's the little Granny Square Chicken, and that's going to be at our mall library on April. I don't have my glasses. I forgot my glasses.
I can't see anything
April
without
2nd.
my glasses.
I know. I've got to get those out.
I
go.
need glasses.
Oh my
it is
gosh.
scary watching me drive right now.
Oh really? Thankfully, I don't need them to drive.
Well, I'm getting the darn bright light. You know, those LEDs need to go. I'm sorry. Those
are
lumens,
really hard to see.
I'm going to have like some medical episode.
Blind. I know
Yes.
when they come down the road at you, you're thinking, well, anything that I thought I was seeing on the road, I'm no longer seeing. So.
You know, like even here though, I still get the spots in the fluorescent lights too.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm
Fortunately,
going.
I don't get that, but no, that's going to be April 2nd. So that's on Wednesday from 5:30 to 7:30 at the mall, and you don't have to stay for the whole time. So if you want to just show up for an hour or stay for the full 2 hours, you can. And they'll have a brief demonstration, and then they'll let you have time to work on the project yourself and get tips and techniques for doing that. And all of the supplies, all the support will be there for people that come. So yeah, no registration needed either.
Oh, nice.
So just show up.
And then on April the 8th is the reschedule for Heart Music for the Soul.
Yes, yeah. So Amy Cami, who was supposed to come in February,
During
and it
the
was when we
monsoon.
had the terrible weather. She's coming. It's a reschedule. She's going to be here on April 8th as well. So that's a Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. So she'll be bringing her harp, and she's going to be performing harp music. But she's also going to be talking about general relaxation and stress reduction, and how our brains kind of respond to meditative music and things like that. And if you've ever heard Amy play, she's just a wonderful harpist. Her music is beautiful. So you can come for the music, you can come for the stress tips. You might want to show up on April 8th. And that's April 8th at 6:30 p.m. at the mall library, upstairs in our programming room.
I'm telling you what, I don't know what's going to get my stress level.
Come and listen to some harp music.
This is cool. So coming up on the 10th, though, genealogy classes are continuing.
Yep.
And really, your genealogy department's just kicking butt.
It really is. And this is a really great group of people that meet, and everybody's welcome. There's a core group of people that come, and they're genealogy, local history research people. And so even if you have just a passing interest in it, or you're really into it, each month we have a class where we teach and give information, and then the following week people come back and kind of talk about how they've implemented that information that they've learned about. And it's like a round table, and people talk about all kinds of ways to research genealogy and family trees and track down information, which sometimes can be pretty hard to do. So this is about sharing in April. It's about sharing and learning on social media. So
really cool.
Yeah.
Well, and that's really going to be important for right now too.
It is.
Well, and too, because I don't know if it's going to be talked about, but there is an oversharing aspect to some of those things too.
There is. And also learning how, again, just like with everything, like what's legitimate, what's not legitimate, and you're sharing some personal information. And so how to be safe while doing it. But not only that, but just, what are the resources? Where are the places to go? Because there's so much on the internet, it's almost overwhelming.
Well, and now they've got to figure out Google. I mean, it is really getting scary with how many people can just advertise false companies that are really just data catching.
It's scary.
Because especially with history stuff, if you try to find a grave and you don't click on find a grave or ancestry and you get some backdoor thing that just collecting it's not good.
It is. And again, you're giving a lot of personal information out when it comes to family history and genealogy. So
do it the right way.
You do. And so this will be great because these are going to have we'll talk about legitimate places to search and how to use them and that kind of thing. So
Lacey's writing about Lyman Trumble for me.
Oh, is she?
Yes, I was very fascinated. I think we need to have Lyman Trumble Day in Albany.
It's it's a fascinating history, and
I was just trying. What's funny? I was talking about this the other day, and it's like very few people know of that house or know what's going on there, and it's like
the history behind
the heck are we doing?
Who he was and what he did.
No, I'm not saying Senator Trumble's the best thing or whatever was going.
Sure,
but afterwards, I think we can all agree it's okay.
Right.
With that being said, you also have this coming week on the 10th. 2 weeks. 2 weeks. No, 1 week. Right? 10
days. Wow. Yeah. Isn't it crazy? Tomorrow's April 1st. I mean, it's kind of shocking really how fast time goes.
So you got Illinois Libraries presents The Art of Foraging with Alexis Nelson. And then you have the following day, Adventures with the Audubon.
Yes, Brian Fox Ellis is
What's
coming.
That look like?
So he is coming to the Genealogy and Local History Library, and Brian Fox Ellis is a storyteller, and he goes around the country and he puts on performances and recreates and reenacts famous people like riverboat captains. He does Audubon, and he's coming to the library to talk as Audubon, but
was that somebody's name?
John Audubon.
Okay. Yeah, this is not good that I said that on the air.
No, that's okay. He's going to be not impersonating, but recreating.
I didn't know that was a
John Audubon, the Audubon Society, who the birds, or the Bird Society. So he's going to be giving a history of him, but he'll be giving the history and giving monologues and showing drawings, journals, essays, and letters from Audubons to his friends and colleagues as Audubon.
That's
so
cool.
It's going to be a really fun. And he developed it with a grant from the United States Forest Service, I believe it was the Forest Service, as part of their celebration of the 100th anniversary of the National Wildlife Refuge System. So it's gonna be a really fun time, and that's gonna be at the Genealogy and Local History Library on Friday, April 11th, from 6:30 to 7:30. And you do need to register for that one, just so we make sure we have enough chairs out for people.
Well, and then as we're getting through April the 22nd, you have your cookbook club.
Yep, cookbook
Cinco de Mayo, and it's the perfect time because it's going to be before May 5th.
Exactly. So you will be able to go through this cookbook, find a good, and this one's actually a vegetarian cookbook. So you'll be able to find a really great recipe from this cookbook. And the way that the Cookbook Book Club works is we have a book on display right now called The Mexican Vegetarian Cookbook by Margarita Arante, and it sits at the front desk at the mall library. And so you come in, you leaf through it, you find a recipe that kind of strikes you, you let us know which one you're going to be making. We'll make a copy of the recipe for you and mark it so that somebody else doesn't also make it. And then you come back on Tuesday, April 22nd with your recipe that you've made, and you share it with people, and everybody kind of potluck style shares the recipe and then talks about cooking and baking tips.
Cool.
So
see, I like that. That's the community side that I think so. And not a lot of people do that. Like, so that's a it's a
fun
unique
club.
thing.
It is, and it's great for people who are really good cooks who like to share their knowledge with people who are just learning how to cook. Right. And so you can kind of combine both people, and people meet up, and you clearly have a shared interest.
Well, and it's kind of like too when you're cooking for your family. You know, they aren't going to tell you it's not. I mean, they will if it's god awful. And you need to know about it. But if it's something that's just not for them, they're going to tell you it tastes good or fine. But go and talk with people that truly know the craft a little bit.
And if you have a question about, I wasn't sure how to do this step in the recipe, or what's a tip for that. And I have to admit, there was a couple months ago we had Cookbook Book Club, and it was downstairs in the library, and we had a program upstairs, and some ladies showed up upstairs, and they had their dish, and they said, "We're here for the book club, cookbook book club." And I thought, well, what you got in that? Well, you can stay here if you want, if it's good. And it smelled amazing. So it's just a really fun cool. book club. Yeah.
Well, and I mean, there's so much stuff coming down the pipeline, Mary. I mean, even just in the next couple of weeks, from the Bob Dylan tribute to, I mean, you name it. An Evening with Thomas Jefferson's coming back up.
Yeah. You know? He'll be coming.
He
back.
was my buddy. You know, I felt like we connected.
Well, and it's amazing. I mean, he is the official Thomas Jefferson at Monticello, and so he gives this wonderful performance as Jefferson, and then answers questions as Jefferson, and he has so much knowledge, and he's so personable, and it's just a really fun program. So he's coming back. I think it's the third time that he's been with us, maybe the fourth time.
Well, and he's also, I mean, because of that, I mean, done a couple of things, you know, with the Lewis and Clark stuff because of coming in and timing. So it's really cool.
Yeah. And I think I said Monticello, but I think he's Colonial Williamsburg is where he's the official Jefferson. So anyway, so he's coming, and that's Friday, May 9th at 6:00, and that's also at the Genealogy and Local
What's
History
this
Library.
Bob Dylan tribute?
So this is Sharon Wyndham set up this program. She knows these two people. It's an evening. It's blues guitarist Steve Vogel, and he is coming to perform Bob Dylan songs.
Hello.
And, I know, and it's really funny because I feel like people either love Bob Dylan or hate Bob Dylan. So
it's like the Eagles.
Yes.
You know, there's never just like a moderate Eagles fan.
Yes. So if Bob Dylan's your guy, then you should come. It's Wednesday, May 14th from 6 to 7:30 at the Mall Library upstairs in our performance room.
I like Bob Dylan.
I love Bob Dylan.
I love Bob Dylan.
I mean, when I was a kid, I loved the song Mozambique, just sitting in the car and
I mean, who hasn't jammed out to like a Rolling Stone every once in a while?
Right, exactly. So Bob, he's going to be blues guitarist Steve Vogel. He's going to be coming, and then also storyteller Bob Case. And Bob is going to be kind of talking about the history of his songs, and talking about how he developed his musical style. And so it'll be great. We'll have somebody playing and then somebody kind of giving the history on this music and the era of the time that he the folk revival. So
Bob is talking about Bob.
Bob's talking about Bob. That was an interesting article to write and to edit, because the two Bobs that we were talking about.
That's what I was getting. Yeah, that's interesting.
How do you make sure people know, who we're talking about? So yeah. So
oh man. So with that being said, one more thing, actually two more that I think we'll touch on them again, but just to note, May the 18th is your native pollinator garden at Hayner.
Yes.
And then the 21st is family line dancing.
So I am so excited about this.
Cool.
We are doing a series of family line dancing classes. So bring out the family.
Who's teaching them?
And it's going to be, Michael Wooten from Effervescent Studios, and it's a 4-session variety line dancing class. So anybody 10 and up are invited. Families are invited to come, and it's free, and they're an hour-long sessions from 6 to 7 p.m., and it's just going to be a lot of fun. So they're 1-hour classes. It says it teaches the latest line dances, preparing participants for upcoming outings with family and friends. So we do want people to call so we know how to register, so we know how many people to expect. But yeah, it's just something for the whole family to do.
That I only got a 2-step in me. That's about it.
I'm not going to be doing any of this.
I can get a little bit of that in me.
I don't even have that. I don't even have that.
Normally they give me money to stop dancing.
Right,
Mary.
exactly. Ditto.
Ditto. With that being said, what's coming down the pipeline here in the next couple of days, though, that we really should fill the audience in on, just because I know that we got to reschedule Monday.
We do.
And I want to make, so that way
Yep.
if there's anything that's pressing, make sure we get it.
The things that are going to be coming up, I wanted to focus on the National Library Week. So we have National Library Week coming up, and this is just to draw attention to how important libraries are to communities, and that's April 6th through April 12th. And so I may be here before that, but this is drawing attention to the role that libraries play in communities and how integral they are to keeping a community vital. And so, because we want to draw attention to that, we decided that we're going to have a drawing contest. So it's called Drawn to the Library Week, Drawn to the Library, and celebrating National Library Week. So we'll have a drawing contest, and it's divided up into 3 age groups. We have kids ages 2 to 12. Young adults ages 13 to 17, and then adults 18 and over. And so we're asking people to submit drawings to us. They can send them to us on social media. They can drop them by the library. We'll make copies and make sure people get the originals back. And it's a drawing of your favorite book character or book. And then we have prizes for people. And then people are going to judge. So the community will get to also judge.
Does the blotter page paintings. Count as a book?
No. No, your reward poster. Your reward poster doesn't count. So, no. So, we do have a few little rules in here, and that's one of them. So,
oh my God, that was good.
Yeah,
I needed that for my sanity today.
You can't do that. But yeah, so this is just a way to celebrate National Library Week, and so
that's so fun. Though.
Yeah, it's something fun to do.
So, how do we submit those again?
So you can either drop them off at the library, and like I said, we'll make a copy, and you can keep the original, or you can share them online. So you can put them. We'll have a post on our Facebook page about National Library Week, and you can just submit it in the post there. So yeah, and it can be any medium. So any medium that you want to create in, we will take. And so then we'll have 3 finalists from each group, whose drawings are going to be displayed at the mall library and the downtown library, and then people can vote on that. Patrons can vote.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's our first time doing something like that.
It's gonna be big.
So, yeah.
I liked Medium, by the way. That was a good show.
Medium. I never watched it. So
it's one of my favorite Family Guy lines. Very excited. And then, with that being said, too, what else would you like to discuss today?
So, I mean, that's really it. That was the one that I really wanted to touch on. We kind of had talked about everything that's coming up really soon. The Yarn Bombers. We do have our X's and So's crafting program tomorrow evening at the multipurpose room at Alton Square from 6 to 7:30. So that's people that want to work on any kind of art project, any kind of craft project.
Is that still going well?
It is. Yeah,
Good.
You can stop by, use our multipurpose room so you can really spread out. If you have a bigger project that you need space to work on, you bring your materials and we supply the room and also refreshments. And so then you can talk with other people too that are into crafting and art, and just make some connections there. So so that's what's coming up.
For sure. Well, Mary, always is great to talk to you.
You too.
And we're at the finish line.
All right.
Here.
Okay.
When you see me in 2 weeks, it's going to be a miracle or amazing, and probably a miracle.
Yeah. It'll be something. It'll be something. Oh, we do have our adult spring scavenger hunt starting.
When's that
tomorrow.
start?
It starts tomorrow. So you can stop by the mall library or the downtown library, and you can register for it. And it's it will take you around town and also in the library, and you can look for particular items in the library, particular items out in the community, and then you return your slip. And we have 3 prizes. We have a window bird feeder, a wicker indoor-outdoor swinging chair, and a raised planter as our prizes. So yeah,
I'm in.
So
what the hell? I'm in. What you should have led with that.
I know. So yeah, so that's the whole month of April. So you have the entire month to participate in that.
You know what happened to me? Just because I'm past my call time anyway, but so we can talk. I am just gone crazy about what I want to do to my house because of the weather being nicer the last couple of days.
Yeah.
And the bad thing
Spring
is,
fever.
John's we're gonna have to talk here. I really want some stuff done, and I gotta hope, I gotta go Please.
The good thing is you can stop by the Library of Things and check out things to help you around the house.
Do they got decking material out there?
We do not have that, but we have the toolkit. So you can check out the toolkit. You can check out some gardening supplies. You can get some seeds from our seed library.
That's
and then
true.
you can join the scavenger hunt and you
win.
can maybe win one of these prizes. So that's all I got. It's all I've got.
But it's a good start.
It is a good start.
That's a modest yard right there because of all of that.
It is, and for free.
And for free. That's exactly right.
Exactly.
But I'm going to work this. I'm going to say, John, I really just need that wraparound deck put on this year.
Come on, buddy.
I'm ready for this. You know, he's probably watching this right now, going, "Do not come upstairs. Do not even
as soon
make
as
it
this
up in
is over,
office.
do not. I
Get
do not
out
want to
of
hear
here.
your footsteps.
Yeah, just
on
go into
those
your
stairs.
car and drive home. With that being said, thank you for your time.
Thank you
Mary.
very much.
Go vote tomorrow because I'm out of time. I have literally yelled at you. I've written articles. Voting numbers are down, and that's sad. So go vote. We're here. Finish line for all the candidates. You did it.
Yeah.
Take today off. It's all good.
I voted Saturday.
Yeah. See, people already voted. So just enjoy the day
Yeah.
and try your best to stay out of jail.